them separated. Separated. Hey! The man you're disrespecting me. Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. You're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. Separated. Hey! Man, you're talking back to me. Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. You're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. Separated. Hey! Man, you're disrespecting me. Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. You're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Hutchinson Gym on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. We're about a minute and a half away from the tip-off. American River College against Consumnes River College. These teams fighting for third place in the Big 8 Conference. The Beavers 7-5. The Hawks at 7-6. They are 16-9 overall. Mark the Phenom Lowe, Zach Lowe, Ronnie the Engineer, and Zach. We have seen a couple of real, I'm going to say bloodbaths the last couple of times against Sierra and against Sac City, and I expect to see a little bit more of the same tonight.
Yeah, blood Coliseum battles, just good basketball being played all around and tough physical basketball. And almost half the time it comes down to, or both times it comes down to one or two possessions that really decide what goes on. And yeah, looking for another good one tonight against two teams neck and neck with each other in the Big 8 Conference.
If you look at the Beavers, the last two games, Ivan Soto 51 points, Max Manfredi has 53 points. And so those two obviously stand out. What about one or two maybe other guys for the Beavers that need to step up for this one?
Well, as far as need to step up, let's see. I would say one guy that we should look at is Micah Johnson, but I feel like he's the same. He's always taking charges. He's diving on the ground. He's grabbing. I think Martin Billings will be a good one for tonight. He's always in that starting lineup, and he's usually tasked. We've seen the last two games with guarding the other team's most prolific offensive player, CRC. CRC we have seen has a very balanced offensive attack, but we'll see who they're going to put him on. And usually he's got the toughest assignment there is.
Yeah, he averages 9 points, 4 rebounds, and is one of the more physically spectacular players on the Beavers. And you're right, the Consumnes River has a bunch of guys between 7 points, 12 points. Their two top scorers are 12.5 points, so obviously very well balanced. Also, what really comes out to me about the Hawks, they shoot 45% from the floor. I guess, it doesn't seem like a very good number, but I think at the community college level, with as many threes that are being shot, 45% is pretty good.
Well, that kind of tells me that they're looking for the best shot for us, not for me, kind of thing, right? Yeah. We over me on shot selection, maybe passing one off, passing one more, those hockey assists that you love to see that makes beautiful basketball. 45%, you don't walk into 45%, especially, like you said, as a whole unit over a whole season. That's a very good number.
Yeah, and you look at their assists, 13.5 assists a game, which is a pretty good number. Also, let's look at the starting lineups for the Hawks. Number 0, Mason Marsh. Number 4, Brian Winachukwa. Number 5, Devin Haynes. Number 21, Kason Johnson. Number 22, Jake Williams. And when you look at the Beavers, number 3, as you mentioned, Zach Micah Johnston, who just does a little bit of everything for the Beavers. Ivan Soto, who's been red hot lately, number 11. Number 20 is Martin Billings, our X-Factor today. Number 23, Lamont Cummings, LC, another spectacular player in the front line for the Beavers. And number 32, Max Manfredi, the freshman, has been the leading scorer all season long, averaging just under 18 points a game in conference play. So he's really stepped it up.
And we've seen that fifth starting spot for AR. Those 4, Billings, Soto, Johnston, and Manfredi, have started those 4 guys. Yeah. And the fifth one, whether it be Georgie or Sayer or Lamont Cummings, they've kind of been trying guys out. So Lamont Cummings coming in and getting the start today, he's been playing really good over the last 2 games as well.
And he's one of those guys whose play can really lift a team as far as just, spectacular. He and Billings as well, some rebounds and some offensive moves. And we are just about ready to get going here. A reminder, Hawks 7-6, Beavers 7-5. That is good. That's the third place tussle. And the Beavers want to finish as well as they can, but they really want to finish above 500 in league, and the Hawks feel the same way as the Hawks with a 16-9 record. Very impressive as Billings tips it, and it's tipped by Williams twice. It goes out of bounds, and the Beavers will have it. 20-minute halves here in the men's side. Soto will inbound to Johnson. Devin Haynes at 5'5" out of Sheldon High School, playing the defense. Manfredi up on top, defended by Winachukwu. Soto's been hot lately. He's got Mason Marsh on him. He'll take the shot over Marsh and score it. It's almost useless to say he's got somebody on him because it really doesn't matter when Ivan's feeling it. He just shoots it and it goes in.
And I never know when it could be 5 minutes into the game he hits 2 straight, or it's right off the first play he hits it. And obviously CRC knows that. They put a 6'7" guy on him to try to make it tough. Just shot right over him.
Marsh with it on her side, feeds to Jake Williams out of Del Oro. Good defense by Soto. Into the key, jump shot up and good. That is Kason Johnson. Averages 7 points a game. Very impressive looking jump shot for the sophomore out of Franklin High. Beavers leave it for Soto. He's going to take another jumper. That's a 2 and off the back rim. And here's Williams coming in from the weak side to grab the rebound. 12.5 points, 6 rebounds for Jake Williams. There's Haynes going all the way down, and we're going to have a call in the key against the Beavers, I believe.
I saw what Micah Johnson was trying to fight through a screen. They usually...
Going to call it on Manfredi, though.
Okay. Oh, 32, okay. I was going to say, it looked like Micah was just trying to get through the screen, but...
Haynes inbounds to Williams. Manfredi might have been on 23 and not 32. It was kind of hard to tell. Jumper again by Johnson. That's a little long, and here's Billings with the rebound. Billings comes up. He's going to go to the hoop. Puts it up. Nice block. That is by Unachukwa. Gets the block. The sophomore out of James Logan High School down in Union City. He is listed at 6'8", and showed all of it right there as he swatted that shot away by Billings. I think they're checking to see if that last foul was on 32 for the Beavers or 23. That's a big clarification. 23, it was 23. It's okay, ref, don't worry about it, okay? Now the ref thinks I like him.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to show the seeds right there. Inbound Beavers. All the way up top to Lamont Cummings, defended by Jake Williams. Billings goes strong into the key, feeds Manfredi. Manfredi thinks about the 3, pulls up for a 2, and scores it.
Beautiful looking shot.
I always find the guys when they fake shots and then take shots, it's always tough to kind of reset, but that one he was totally in control. Feed inside to Williams, defended by Manfredi. Williams goes up, shoots it, it rolls in. 12 points, 6 rebounds for Jake Williams. He's a freshman out of Del Oro, 6'6". And the Beavers lead at 5-4. Billings defended by Johnson. There's Manfredi again with Unachukwu. Soto, physical by Marsh. He tries to get down the lane, dishes it off to Lamont Cummings. He goes up for a short jumper. Good. Lamont Cummings got under control for that one, about an 8-foot fall away, and a nice dish by Soto, who was getting some physical play coming down the lane.
Eagles. You got the Golden Eagles in my head. Beavers doing a great job sharing the ball early on, too. Everyone getting a touch of it.
Haynes will take a 3. That's off the back rim, no good. Billings goes up high. Cummings and Johnston. Johnston saves it, and Billings controls it. Here comes Johnston. He's got Soto. Left eye gets underneath the Cummings. Cummings goes up. The block that time by Marsh. Marsh runs over Micah Johnston. Yeah, I called it. He's going to take the charges, and he took the charge right there. That was a little tough one for Mason Marsh because he came off that corner, and he couldn't really see Johnson right there, and went to the hoop and ran him right over. That's his first personal foul. Beavers up 3 early on. Billings, quick move to the basket. He'll go up for a 2-hand jam.
My goodness.
Exploded. Got through the lane and exploded up high and put it down for 2. Feed inside. Chukwa with it against Cummings, pushes him back. Marsh is going to take that 3, and it's on the money for 3. You get a quick timeout from the Hawks. So 16-18 to go. Just getting going here from Hutchinson Gym. It's the Beavers leading at 9-7.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the Paint Studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace.
16-18 to go. Beavers up by 2. Zach, we've already seen 2-hand dunks, 3-pointers, and a couple of swats. So just what we thought we were going to see today.
Don't forget the charge.
Oh, and the
we
charge.
always love guys putting their bodies on the line for the team.
I just call it a Micah.
I wonder if the Beavers might stay in this 5 out because Consumnes has
Soto.
The height advantage, but I wonder if they spread them out, they can't.
Soto tries to underhand one in, but it's pulled down by Unuchukwa. Marsh working against Soto, trying to get in the key, gives him out. Williams. Unuchukwa defended by LC inside. The 5'5" Haynes leaves it for Marsh. He takes a 16-footer and scores it.
He's taken 2 jumpers, and they've both been very pure.
6'7" freshman out of Whitney. Manfredi runs it down in the corner. We're tied at 9. Billings. Cummings thought about it. Puts it on the floor, goes behind the back against Williams. Goes up, puts it up with the right hand. No good. Good defense by Jake Williams. Kept him away. Kept Cummings away from the hoop. And here come the Hawks. Haynes, and he rolls it in. Devin Haynes gets the shot, and the Hawks are up on top 11-9 as Kobe Withrow Bass gets ready to come in, the sophomore out of Fairfield, formerly on the American River College Beavers. Manfredi open for 3, takes it. It's going to be a little short off the rim and no good, and Williams with another rebound.
The Beavers' offense, it clicks when it gets moving from side to side and left to right, and a lot of guys touch it.
Inside, Onuuktu can't get it to go, and that is Cummings with the defensive rebound. Soto, defended by March, gets in the key. A lot of hands getting in on. Feeds it out to Johnston. Cummings is open for 3, lets it fly. Off the rim, no good. Marsh with the rebound. And Soto not getting the benefits of the referee as far as they're allowing a lot of swatting to go on. And he's visibly coming through the lane and looks like he's making a physical effort.
Well, 2,006 minutes, so looks like it's going to be pretty physical.
Williams for 3, it's good. Yeah, you just got to adjust to the way it's played, I guess. 14-9 as the Hawks on a bit of a run here. 7 straight points.
See an Iverson cut here.
Feed inside to Manfredi. Good looking shot from the baseline. Didn't go, and here's Williams again with the rebound.
Consumnes doing a great job of cleaning their own glass. Beavers haven't got any second chance points at all.
Haynes runs the show, and he finds Kason Johnson for 3, and that's long. And here's Johnston on the deflection. He's going strong to the hoop. Feeds Manfredi. Manfredi goes up and lays it in. Johnson with another assist. Manfredi has 4. Jake Williams in the corner. And Chukwu up on top. Williams thought about taking the 3. Gets it back to Haynes. Now Williams will take that 3. Off the rim, no good, and there's Billings. Johnson puts it on the floor. Finds Manfredi. He lets fly a 3. It's short. Unuchukwa is just standing there, and the ball came right to him. He's like, I like those kind of rebounds. 14-11. We're going down to 12:40 to go first half.
Not a lot of stoppages so far, so
feed inside.
These guys might be gassed.
Got some subs coming in for the Hawks. Kason Johnson goes down the lane, fall away 16-footer short, and there's Billings with another rebound. Beavers down 3, 12.5. Manfredi goes strong to the hoop. Jumper Cummings, no good. And there's Marsh, to your point, Zach. No second chances for the Beavers on the offensive end. They're getting good looks at the shots. They just can't get them to go. We're going to get a timeout for the Hawks, I think mostly to get some subs in the game. 12-14 to go. Hawks 14, Beavers 11.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
14-11, Beavers trail it early on. 12-14 to go here in the first half. 5 points for Jake Williams, 5 points for Mason Marsh. For the Beavers, big three from Soto, 4 points from Manfredi. And it'll be the Consumnes River Hawks inbounding it with Devin Haynes, the sophomore out of Sheldon, being the trigger man. Arthur Grady, Kobe Withrow Bass have both come in for the Hawks. It's like Jacob Florence is going to come in for the Beavers at the next whistle. Strong down the lane by Bass, taken away by the newcomer Dylan Sayer, and he's going to get called for the foul.
It looked like pretty good defense to me, but that's...
Kobe Withrow Bass, we said, played for the Beavers last year. He's a sophomore out of Fairfield High School, 6'6", 220, and he'll get 2 free throws. Averages 7 points and 3.5 rebounds a game off the bench. Florence comes in from Martin
still
Billings.
running. Don't know if they realize that yet. Clock is still running. There we go. Wasted about 8 seconds.
Back rim no good. Pulled down by Dylan Sayer, the freshman out of Oak Ridge. Florence works the wing. Manfredi up top. He's defended by the newcomer Grady. Goes up strong. Lays it up. No good. Can't get it to go. And Withrow Bass with the rebound, but Johnston steals the pass. Here's Sayer. Sayer goes strong. Nice pass to Manfredi. Jump shot. 2 points. Johnston gets the steal. Sayer gets the assist. Manfredi the basket. And with 11 to go in the first half, Beavers trail it by 2.
Finally got that lid off the rim that Beavers have had for like the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Haynes goes inside, gets it blocked by Johnston, and Micah comes down with it. He's got Soto on the right, he's got Florence on the left. Gives it to Soto. Ivan goes inside, puts it up with the left-hander, rolls around and scores. Tough shot by Soto.
So lethal when you hit your first three and one lift fake can get the defender out of his shoes and you can go right past him. Not taking anything away from the finish. That was just as hard, but still.
You get that avenue if you've got that threat of an outside shot. Feed inside to Grady. He knocks Manfredi over, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Arthur Grady, 6'8", 255, out of Edison High down in Stockton. Here comes Kenneth Ramey, freshman from Laguna Creek, comes in for Kason Johnson. Beavers will take out Manfredi and bring back Martin Billings.
Without Manfredi, I'd like to see American River spread this thing out. Make them come chase you with those back cuts, with those curl cuts, with those stagger screens.
Florence out of Ponderosa, just a freshman. He gets it back. Defended by Ramey. Goes inside. Good double team. Finds Sayer. Florence will take the three from the corner and score it.
I always hated coming off the bench and shooting the three right away or in your first few possessions, and it doesn't matter. Florence will make it.
He looked like he was looking for it from the beginning. Marsh goes strong inside, gets it up. Billings tried to block it. It rolls away, and here's Soto. He's going to step and take the three. No good. And Haynes runs it down. Ramey puts it on the floor. Marsh speeds inside against Bass. Nice shot by Bass, and Sayer's going to be called, I think, for his second personal foul.
Two quick ones, and I think both of them he probably feels like are pretty cheap ones. And if I knew I was going to get called for those, I would have hit them both pretty much. I would have hit them harder.
Good entry pass coming in from the Hawks on that one to get it to Withrow Bass.
It's like Coach Georgie's letting him play.
Gonzalez is going to come in. He will come in for Micah Johnston. So Bass will have one more. That one is short and pulled down by Billings. There's a bunch of rebounds early on. So Jacob Florence running the point now. It's Johnson on the bench. Gonzalez works it back to Florence, who just hit the three. Feeds it to Billings. Martin with pressure from Withrow Bass. Sayer working the baseline. Pass all the way to Vincent Gonzalez. 7 on the shot clock. Gonzalez is going to be too late. No, they get it off, but it's short. Hit the rim, and Sayer tries to get it. He's lucky he didn't get called for his third foul right there. And here's Marsh against Soto. Steps through, gets Soto, and it's going to be a block and a score. Marsh has 7, Soto has the foul. And that's the one you get the one where you're standing there and the guy backs into you. You're never getting that one where they're going around you and it's kind of a half turn with the body.
No, that's what I always say. When they always say when you take a charge, you probably got to get you got to get hit center mass.
Yeah.
If they get your shoulder or they go to the left or the right, it doesn't matter if you're standing there for 5 minutes, they're going to call a block.
So Marsh with 7 points early on, averages 12.5. And he'll have one free throw to try to tie this one up with 8:48 to go in the first half. A little bit too long, but good rebounding inside. O'Grady had it and saved by Billings. Martin Billings with an excellent play. And the Beavers come out of it with possession. He's going to go down in the lane. Spins around, puts up with the right hand. Oh, off the rim and no good, but he is fouled by Arthur Grady Jr. And Billings will go to the line for 2 shots. Consumnes Oaks High School, Martin Billings. And Achukwu is going to come back in. Billings off the back rim. Missed free throws on both sides early on in this one. As Unachukwu comes back in for Arthur Grady Jr. Billings has 2 in this game. And that's in and out as well. 2 good-looking free throws, but got nothing. And quickly down the court are the Hawks. They trail it by 1. There's Ramey working the baseline. Florence cuts him off. Haynes gets a head of steam, finds Marsh. Ramey will take that 3 and score it.
That looked good as soon as it left his hand.
Freshman out of Laguna Creek. Yeah, that one, he kind of willed that one in. Soto gets into the key. Tries a backdoor cut on Billings, and there's going to be a grab, I think, on the Hawks as Billings went through.
Let me see.
That's Devin Haynes.
When the Beavers are active like that on offense and everyone's moving and everyone's cutting, they're so hard to guard. And especially, I just wonder if these big guys at Consumnes River can chase them around for 40 minutes.
8:02 to go. Timeout for the Beavers. They trail it 20-18.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
8:02 to go, first half. Beavers and the Hawks. Hawks lead at 20-18. They are 7-6 and have won 3 straight in conference play. The Beavers 7-5. They have won 4 straight in conference play. And the Beavers will inbound it with Jacob Florence doing the honors. He'll get it out to Max Manfredi, who's re-entered the game. Soto defended by Mason Marsh. Gives the screen. Goes inside. Billings got a good look at a 3 from the top of the key. It's off the rim, no good, and that's a nice rebound by Jacob Florence. Billings this time is going to go down the lane, feed it to Gonzalez, defended by Haynes. There goes Billings inside with a left hand, no good. Good-looking shot, just couldn't get it to go, and it's pulled down by the Hawks. And they quickly go up court to Mason Marsh. Marsh has a pretty good look if he wants to take it. He's going to go baseline instead, and he steps on the inline. Micah Johnston getting ready to come back in for the Beavers. He will take the place of Vincent Gonzalez. And he's on the court with Florence, Billings, Manfredi, and Soto.
Mason Marsh and Soto have been doing battle. They're guarding each other on each end of the floor. They're both scoring. It's going to be fun the rest of the game.
Soto with 5, Marsh with 7. And Freddie got to look if he wants to. And Chukwu, though, right in his face at 6'8". Billings swinging it around, 15 shot clock. There's Florence. He's hit a 3 already. He feeds it inside, and there's going to be a foul called impeding again Martin Billings. The second time the Hawks have been called for fouling Billings on the way to the hoop. That's just the 5th team foul, though. So it'll be inbounded for the Beavers. 7:05 to go. 20 seconds on the shot clock, please. Micah Johnston to get it in. He gets it into Billings. Billings at pump fake on Williams. Goes up and under. Puts it up. No good. Johnston chases it. Gets it to Billings. There's Manfredi. Up fake. Comes inside. Another up fake. He's got it 3 seconds in the key, but he gets out of there. Billings. He comes up and under. He can't get it to go, and Williams pulls it down. And the Hawks big men are doing a great job of defending without fouling and not giving the Beavers a good look.
Yeah, they really are. They're using their size to their advantage. They got 6'6", 6'8", and 6'7" out there.
Haynes against Johnston. And Chukwu finds its way to Ramey, who hit his last shot, but he finds Haynes, 5'5" sophomore, gets it to Ramey. He'll let it fly, and in and out. And there's Johnston to get it. That looked good.
Yeah, you always hate when you miss ones like that. They hit the rim 7 times.
Florence will take a 3 from the deep corner and score it. He did this a couple weeks ago, Zach, against Sierra when he took unlikely looking threes and just nailed them. He had 3 in that game. He has 2 in this one. Beavers back on top by a point. Coming down to 6 minutes to go first half with Marsh controlling. Haynes looking inside. Now Marsh has got a good look at a 3. He'll pull up and kick it around to Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Ramey going inside against Soto. Haynes will take the 3. Off the rim, no good, and Manfredi with a good block out and grabs the rebound. Quickly up to Billings against Jake Williams, who's proved to be an able defender so far. Swung around to Florence, goes all the way through, hits Manfredi. He's got a good look at a 3 from the deep corner. Rim and off, and there's Williams with another rebound.
Beautiful 2-man game, though. Get a good shot out of it. Put those big guys in pick-and-roll situations. Get them away from the hoop as much as you can.
5:15 to go first half. Beavers by 1 as Haynes cuts off the screens. Ramey works his screen. He's going to take a 17-footer and score it. Good-looking stroke from Kenneth Ramey. He's got 5, and the Hawks are back on top by 1. And Freddie going to go strong on Chukwu. Goes up strong and scores. And that's just tough. Big guy, Manfredi at 6'6", but Chukwu at 6'8". Well, Max was just going to go get that one.
You're canceling out a shot blocker. You got to go right into their chest, and Freddie does that on every drive, regardless of how tall the person is guarding him.
And Chukwu goes back in there to try to answer, couldn't do it, and Johnston pulls down another rebound, the guard. Beavers up by 1, 4.5 to go first half. Billings is going to go down the lane, and there's Jake Williams. Feeds it to Florence. Manfredi's got a good look. Pump fake, goes up strong again. And that one is swatted back in his face. Pulls it back down. 10 on the shot clock. Fall away. Rolls around, scores. Manfredi with 10. Beavers up by 3.
Relentless effort by Manfredi there.
He always looks like he's giving a relentless effort even if he's just walking around. So that one really looked like it. Here's Ramey. He's hit 2 out of 3 shots. Lamont's Cummings getting ready to come back in. Marsh is cut off by Soto. Haynes a nice move inside. Haynes is going to have to take the 3. He does. Back rim no good. Swatted around, pulled down by Manfredi. Good defense by the Beavers. Billings coming down the lane. There he goes. Lays it up, no good, but a foul on Marsh. He put that one in overdrive.
Yeah, Beavers looking good when they're getting out and running.
Well, Johnson's a really smart point guard and really knows where everybody is on the floor. And he hit Billings, and Martin goes down the lane, gets fouled. The foul is on Mason Marsh, which is his second personal foul, as Kobe Withrow Basket's ready to come back in. Billings swishes that one. Looks like Baregi's going to come in for his first time as Lamont Cummings also comes back. Also, Keeson Johnson will return for the Hawks, who trail it now 26-22. That's short, but Cummings comes in and grabs the rebound. Feeds to Johnson. He's got a good look at a layup. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Nice defensive pressure by Kobe Withrow Bass. So Beavers up 4 here. Bass running the weave with Kason Johnson. Williams up top, and here's Haynes. Goes around the screen, leaves it for Williams, who can't handle it. Kind of a low pass. And what's the rule when you're trying to pass it to a big man? You can't put it below the knee.
I was literally just going to say, a wise man once told me, always try to give your big guy a pass above their waist. And I think that, I don't want to give you too many props, but you were the one who told me that.
Oh, that was me. I was wondering who it was because that guy was really smart. Big guys don't like to bend down, especially when they're on the run like Jake was on that one. Johnson controlling out top. He'll go around the coming screen, pull it up, trying to get to Soto, but it comes all the way across to Dylan Sayer working inside, and it's poked out of bounds. Nice defense by Kobe Withrow Bass. Only 7 on the shot clock for the Beavers, 2:47 on the game clock in the half.
They love throwing this quick inbound pass to the. They didn't do it this time.
They get it out to Cummings. They got to be aware. There's 6 seconds to go. There goes Baregi. Gets it to Sayer. Sayer behind the back, loses it. Picked up by Withrow Bass. He's got a head of steam, goes all the way down the lane. No, we're going to get a foul on the floor, I think, against Soto, and it probably was a smart move. That is just the 5th team foul on the Beavers.
I think that's a second foul, though. Yeah, it is.
Soto's second foul. I think I've been out there most of the entire first half, too. Inbounded, Devin Haynes finds Williams. Manfredi getting ready to come back in as Kason Johnson knocks Baregi over, and no call, and Johnson gets 2 points.
And he looked good in his first stint for Consumnes.
Yeah, he did.
He's been out for a while. They just brought him back in.
4 points for Johnson now. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 2:10 game clock, first half. Johnston controls, and here's Baregi. Baregi out of Folsom, a freshman. Soto, a long three is off the rim and no good. And Haynes standing there and just says, hey, the ball's going to come to me. I'll grab the rebound. Beavers up by 2, under 2 minutes to go. Coach Jonathan James of Consumnes River, Mark Georgie, the boss of the Beavers. Ramey trying to get open for just a little daylight. He's got it there. He's going to take the shot and score it. That's why he wanted to get a little daylight. He's got 8 points. And the Hawks are back on top by 1. Johnson. Baregi comes inside, finds Sayer in the corner. Sayer comes around, loses it. And it's off the Beavers. Manfredi comes back in. Florence comes back in. Cummings goes out. Sayer goes out. 5 straight points for the Hawks. They've taken the 27-26 lead. And I'll have it here with Kason Johnson. Coming down 1 minute to go. Ramey again takes the 3. That time it's short, but it comes out. A long rebound comes out to Williams, and he's fouled on a drive.
That's that popular set. Not popular, but that's, well, to American River it's popular because they run that same thing for Soto. They'll put him in a horns, have him go off the side with the shooters on, and then have the shooter come off a flare on the other side. Now Soto get a few threes off that this year.
Manfredi with the foul, his first 6-team foul. Both teams now with 6 with 58 seconds to go in the half. Ramey, defended by a shooter Soto, using the screen. Got a switch there, and Withrow Bass is calling for the ball. Soto has 2 fouls. And he knocks him over and knocks another guy over and lays it in. Bass, give him credit for recognizing the fact he had Soto on him. Whether he realizes Ivan had 2 fouls or not, he knew he had a size advantage, and he puts it in, and Bass has 3 points. Manfredi goes strong down the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Williams before the shot. And that'll be the 7th team foul on the Hawks.
1-1, I believe, in a very cagey first half again. Like we've said, these junior college games get really physical, and in 29-26, about to be the end of the first half, and no love lost with the physicality and not a lot of fouls called.
Manfredi has 11 points.
Is this his first trip to the line?
First trip to the line.
This is... Don't usually see that from Manfredi. He's usually at what we see 13, 14 times a game sometimes.
He's had a couple of big free throw games lately. I think one he was 13 for 15 or something like that. He cuts it to 1 with 25 seconds to go. Shot clock is off for the Hawks, and Hayes will control against Ethan Bragi.
Consumnes wanting to go into the halftime with a lead.
Beavers want to make sure that lead is no more than 1. Johnson against Johnston. Fall away 16-footer, good-looking shot, and it's poked out of bounds by, I thought it was Manfredi, but they're going to call it off Jake Williams. And the Beavers will have it with just under 4 seconds to go. In fact, 3.9. I'll be more exact. And Freddie trying to get around 1. He gets around 2, trying to get the fade. There's a shot at the buzzer, and it's off the rim. No good by Haynes. Good first quarter physical, or good first half physical first half. We'll be back after a short break. Our score, Consumnes River Hawks 29, American River College Beavers 28.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the Paint Studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari Building.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Second half action about to start from Hutchison Gym. Mark the Phantom Low along with Zach Lowe. Riley the engineer doing the engineering. That's why we call him Riley the engineer. And Zach, we talked about this before the game. We said it's going to be a knockdown dragout just like the last two have been. It's been exactly that. 29-28, the Hawks on top. I think one of the things that stood out to me is the job that Mason Marsh is doing on Ivan Soto, holding him to just 5 points.
Yeah, and I think that was CRC's plan going in, was get some guys with length on him and try to bug him as much as you can. As a shooter, having someone with length guarding you who is also quick enough to keep up with your pump fakes and going, that's the toughest matchup to have. Their closeouts, their fingers reach just as high, and then, it just gives you fits.
Max Manfredi leads the scoring for both teams. He has 12. Kenneth Ramey, who came off the bench, averages just a couple of minutes a game, came off the bench. He has 8 points to lead the Hawks in his a pure-looking jump shot. He's hit a couple of threes to get those 8 points. Kobe Werther-Obass also impressive off the bench for the Hawks, who will inbound it to start half number 2. Kason Johnson, Devin Haynes, Brian Unachukwu, Mason Marsh, and Williams. There's a shot. It rolls in and out. Good-looking shot pulled down by the Beavers and quickly out to Max Manfredi. Works on Jake Williams. Williams, a couple of baskets and a lot of rebounds early on. That didn't see much of him later in this first half. Johnston defended by Haynes, finds Billings. Martin goes down the lane. Spin move, tries to hand it off to Manfredi, wasn't looking for it. Unachukwu gets the steal. Here's Kason Johnson getting into the lane, goes up with the right hand and scores.
He's made a couple of fine-looking plays. Started off their scoring in the first half as well.
Johnston takes it coast to coast and scores his first basket of the game with Haynes right on his hip all the way down, and it's 31-30. Haynes looking to return the favor, feeds it inside. Unachukwu working against Billings, goes inside, puts the right-hander up, no good, back rim, and there's Cummings with a nice rebound. Good-looking shot by the postman from the Hawks, couldn't get it to go. That pass is going to be knocked out of bounds. Nice hustle play by Mason Marsh. And it'll be inbounded from the side by Ivan Soto. Gets it to Johnston in the backcourt, and the Beavers will attack here, down by 1. Manfredi defended by Williams, feeds it inside to Johnson. Johnson puts it up, can't get it to go, fights for the rebound, and it's knocked out of play by Unachukwu.
I almost said something in the first half. I wonder if American River will turn to posting Micah Johnson on Haynes, and it looks like they tried to right there. He's good with his back to the basket, and with someone that much shorter on him, you wonder if he can make any plays.
Haynes is just 5'5" out of Sheldon. Cummings speeds it inside to Manfredi. Takes his time. He's got 3 guys on him. Cummings is going to let fly a 3. That's off the rim, no good, and Marsh is right there for the board. Good look for the Beavers. Didn't get it to go, and Marsh goes downhill, feeds to Haynes in the corner. Werther-Obass getting ready to come in early here in the second half as Johnson attacks Billings. Goes in there underneath, puts it up and scores. Clever shot, Kason Johnson. He has 4 baskets. It seems like he has more because every one he makes is very impressive.
I agree. It's Consumnes River going to a dribble drive offense there where you go, you drive, you kick it out, and then the next guy drives right from where you passed it from, almost like a rub screen, and 2 buckets off of it so far.
15 in the shot clock for Manfredi against Williams. Goes in. I think Williams had hands on his waist there, and Jake will get called for the foul. The freshman out of Del Oro.
That was a call Georgie was wanting all the first half, so I wonder if that's the ref's way of saying, hey, we're looking out for it now. Or
change the way we're calling it in the second half. We don't want to see that, though. Manfredi.
Beautiful rescreen.
Goes underneath, puts it up. Off the rim, no good. Nice job by Jake Williams again defensively. Defending the shot and then blocking off the rebounder. And here comes Haynes. Hawks up by 3, and his pass goes out of bounds. Johnson thought the Beavers might have touched it last. It's a possibility. Let's just put it that way.
Haynes thought that, not Johnston.
Johnson. Kason Johnson is the guy I was quoting.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Johnson. Need to get my ears checked, maybe.
Billings out to Johnston.
Heard it that time.
Nice interior pass to Manfredi. He spins underneath and it's taken away. And Williams again, another defensive play by Jake Williams. And here's Haynes. Feeds Williams. He'll pull up for the jumper. It's a little long, but it went off Soto. And the Beavers lose control of that one, and the Hawks will inbound it.
You know, and it's physical down there, but I will say, like how you're talking about how you don't like when they change it up, it's physical both ways. American River's getting away with a lot as well.
No, I know. I'm just saying that the foul they called wasn't a foul they called in the first half, and I don't want to see them change the way they call the game.
I agree.
I absolutely agree with you. And there's Johnson again down the lane, and the foul is called on Cummings, and yeah, he was not vertical. As Johnson, another clever move, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. He is a sophomore out of Franklin High School, listed at 6'2" and 195.
And it seems like Consumnes River is the one coming out of halftime saying, come out, come guard us in space.
First one's down, and Kaysen will have one more.
Haven't seen nearly the ball movement and player movement that we saw in our last 2 home games against Sierra and Sacramento City for the Beavers.
That one is off, and Cummings pulls it down. Beavers trail by 4. Defensively, the Hawks pushing the Beavers out top. Soto trying to get a screen. He gets a little bit of daylight, lets it fly off the rim, no good. Rebound in there by Billings. He goes up, and it's tied up by Johnson.
You have to go over.
And
get over. Don't try, get over.
It'll be the Beavers' ball, and Florence will come in for Billings.
Maybe getting another shooter out there. It's the Beavers' way is Coach Georgie's way of trying to get some more offense and spacing. Here's that rescreen. Oh, no.
Feeds it into Florence, defended by Johnson. Kicks it to Cummings. Cummings goes down the lane, goes up against traffic, and with Robass with the partial block and the rebound. Hawks making it real tough for the Beavers to score here in half number 2 as Johnson goes down, goes off glass, and scores.
How many does he have now? He's really taking the second half.
That's 7 points in the second half, 11 for the game. As a 6-point advantage with 16 minutes to go. Billings getting ready to come right back in. Manfredi against Williams is a fall-away 12-footer off the rim, no good. And comes in for the weak side rebound, Kaysen Johnson. Withrow Bass going strong to the basket. The left-hander spins it around and puts it up, no good. And there's Johnson with another rebound. Quickly feeds Cummings. Cummings goes up strong, avoids contact and scores.
That was an acrobatic finish.
He had Marsh right there at 6'7". He went around him in the air and laid it up, and it crawled over the rim. And the Beavers are back within 4. Florence evidently came in to defend Kaysen Johnson. 15 on the shot clock here. Coming down to 15 minutes left, and Johnson turns the corner against Florence. Feeds Williams with 9. Back to Johnson. Feeds Williams. Beautiful pass. Johnson goes up. Williams goes up. Can't get it to go. Ball on the ground, rolling around. Marsh has it, but it should have been a shot clock violation, and he lays it up and scores.
Not sure why it wasn't. Did that hit the rim?
Maybe it must have hit the rim. Give credit to Marsh for the basket, 38-32. Manfredi against Williams. Florence will take a 3 and score it. Your timeout quickly by Mark Georgie and the Beavers. 14:22 to go in this ball game. It's the Hawks 38, the Beavers 35.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
Coming back to Hutchinson Gym, 14:22 to go in this one. Mark the Phantom Low, Zach Lowe, Riley the engineer holding it down. Matt Pearson, the Eagles fan, and of course J-Dog working the scorebook. So we've got the whole crowd here as the Hawks will inbound it to Devin Haynes, the 5'5" sophomore out of Sheldon, running the show for Coach Jonathan James. Strong drive coming in now by Withrow. Bass puts up with the right hand and scores.
They've really found something with that dribble drive. They've ran it every single time except for one.
Billings speeds it to Manfredi. There's going to be a foul called on number 24, Kobe Withrow Bass.
It almost looks like a three-man weave with dribbling. That's how you know it's probably a dribble drive offense, because they're taught you drive and you get cut off, you swing it, and you run to where you swing it to as they throw that lob.
Manfredi, 16-footer, rolls around, comes off, and Unawuchu is right there.
You follow your pass, and the next guy drives right off your back.
Johnson rolls it around, can't get it to go, and there's Johnston for the rebound.
Good pronunciations.
I really had to think about it that time. Manfredi, nice spin move by Manfredi, and we're going to get a foul called.
Great move.
Kobe Withrow Bass, his second personal foul. Third team foul on the Hawks. And Micah Johnston will inbound. Tried to come all the way to Soto, but Marsh is right there, goes one-on-one, and Soto gets the foul reaching in. Third foul on Soto. And that is just a bad move by the Beavers, inbounding the ball, trying to throw the long cross-court pass, and Marsh was waiting for it like a cornerback.
And they just ran that lob baseline out of bounds. So Consumnes River was looking for it.
Johnson pump fake inside. Bass now. Johnson against Florence.
The drive right off of him.
There goes Haynes, partially blocked by Johnson over the top, Unachukwu. And the Hawks get it back. 15 on the shot clock. Johnson controls. Unachukwu with the screen. Johnson goes down inside. He's double teamed. The pass off the hands. Haynes pulls up from 15 and scores. Big basket right there for the Hawks as they ran about a minute off the shot clock. All combined, there goes Manfredi goes up, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled by Unachukwu, I believe. Yes, it is, and that is the fourth team foul for the Hawks. Looked like Jake Williams was ready to come back in, but now he's going back to sit down. They get it to Billings this time. Beavers down 7, 12:40 to go in the game. That's Marsh reaching in, so that's the 15th foul. Just trying to play that a little too close off the screen.
And I kind of think that's the way these two have been playing each other the whole night, so it didn't look too out of the ordinary, but
20 seconds on the shot clock as the Beavers inbound, down 7. Johnson, a nice move on Haynes, rolls all the way inside. He's going to be called for the travel. Looked like he had the half step and he was trying to get the advantage and couldn't find his footing. And so the Hawks, who have pushed the lead to 7, now looking to get it to 9 or 10 here with the 3, with 12 and a half to go in the ball game.
If you're the Beavers, you don't want to let this get away.
Johnson goes down against Florence. That's a 15-foot jumper, and it's good.
He's really taken over this half.
13 points for Kason Johnson. Average is 7.5. Johnson now on Soto as well.
The ball just sticking a little too much for American River.
Manfredi tries to go strong to the hoop, puts it up, can't get it to go, but he'll get to the line. And Chukwu will be called with a foul. That's a second on Brian. 6 fouls, so the next foul will be a 1-and-1 for the Beavers. But right now it's Max Manfredi who has 12 points all in the first half. First one is good for Max. Ritson Gonzalez coming back in from Micah Johnston.
And those looks for the Beavers, the looks come from player movement, and when it's not sticking, when guys are sitting there and it's pound, 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 and then you're looking and you're trying to cut, but if you're not a real threat to score, if no one's looking at you cutting, so Beavers just maybe need to get a little less bogged down. You know, Consumnes is doing a good job defensively. But I think a little more energy, a little more activeness on the offensive end, which usually you say that about defense, but a little more urgency on offense, I think would do them wonders.
Haynes, Marsh, a jumper, no good. Uchukwu is there, and a foul's going to be called on, I think, on Manfredi. Yes, it is.
Those two are battling down there.
44-37. Like the Beavers might have been in a zone before that, but here's Johnson.
Oh, you're right.
It's like a 1-3-1 kind of situation, and Marsh takes a good look at open shot. His back rim no good, and there's Billings for the rebound.
Here he goes.
On the run all the way down, lets it up, no good, but a foul on Haynes.
Goodness.
He just goes to that next level, yeah.
There was two people in front of him, and he beat them to the rim.
So 2 shots for Martin Billings.
And if you're American River, you look up at the scoreboard, 17 fouls on Consumnes River, so that every time you get fouled now, you're shooting free throws for 12 minutes, 11:41 minutes to be exact.
Oh, we'll round it up.
I'll round up to 12 minutes. So if you're the aggressor for these final 11 minutes and 41 seconds, you're going to go to the line.
Jake Williams returning for Withrow Bass, who's been impressive in there, and that's a 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" front line. If you count Mason Marsh out there, and it's been a problem for the Beavers so far tonight.
And that's why you need to get them moving laterally on defense. You need to change who that deep hole help guy is, change who's guarding the ball, make him jump the ball a few times, make him deal with a cutter a few times. All those little things add up, especially a bigger team.
The 3 big players, Haynes and Johnson, on the court for the Hawks. Vincent Gonzalez out there with Billings, Soto, Manfredi, and Florence for the Beavers. Skip pass to Johnson. He'll take the 3 off the rim, no good, but Jake Williams is right there. As you always say, Zach, against the zone, it's tough to rebound. Johnson this time goes right to the hoop and lays it in.
It looked like it was a 1-3-1, like you said, but usually you see teams get out and extend and want to maybe trap a pass or tip a pass. That was very compact. It almost looked like everyone was inside the 3-point line, worried about the drive.
Florence, who's hit a couple of 3s, kicks it back to Manfredi. He'll take a 3. Back rim no good, but right to Billings. Nice pass to Florence, drives it all the way to Soto. Ivan pulls up for a jump shot, hits it.
It's amazing to me how he can not touch the ball for minutes at a time and then get it and make his shot like he's made 10 already in the game. I really kudos to him for that. The toughest thing when shooting is being able to make shots in inconsistent amount of times after not touching it for a while.
Beavers in that zone. Johnson controlling it up top. They feed it to Williams inside. Haynes is going to take a 3 and score it. That's a big shot for Devin Haynes right there. And that gives a 49-41 advantage, 10-19 to go. Hawks call the quick timeout. We're back after a short break on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Pretty much the Cason Johnson show for this first half of the second half. Zach, as Cason has come out with 11 points in this half, giving him 15 for the game, and he's been the catalyst for the Hawks to go out and they've grabbed an 8-point lead.
Yeah, and we see Consumnes, I assume, is taking a timeout because of the zone defense American River is running, so I assume they'll have some kind of plan coming out of that. So American River needs to be ready.
Florence picks it up and finally gets it to Manfredi as Johnston gets ready to come back in. Gonzalez in the corner, defended by Haynes. Florence, who's hit a couple of threes in this one, trying to get some room. He drives down the lane, pulls up for the jumper, no good. And Haynes, the shortest guy in the court, right there for the rebound and a foul. Grab foul going to be called on the Beavers. On Jacob Florence. Gonzalez comes out. Dylan Sayer also going to come in, this time for Martin Billings. Micah Johnson comes in. Soto stays out there with Manfredi and Florence. Coach Mark Georgie yelling, we'll call it instructions and encouragement to his ball club as we're under 10 minutes.
Another defensive change for the Beavers, 2-3 now.
Probably anticipating there was going to be a counter program from the Hawks, and there goes Haynes. They feed it inside Unochukwu. Florence pokes it away but can't control it. Goes down to the floor, and we got a jump ball, and it's going to be staying here with the Hawks.
Great hustle by both teams.
Florence and Marsh going down to the floor, which will now be mopped up.
I'm a really big fan of what Consumnes River did there. They set a screen on one of the guards in the 2-3, and I just like, because people always think screens are for man-to-man.
Johnson hits another one.
People always think screens are for man-to-man defense, but you could set a screen in the zone, and it works just as effectively.
10-point lead for the Hawks. Soto, defended by Johnson, gets the, there's a follow-away. Unochukwu with a beautiful block, and here's Johnson against Manfredi, feeds it to Marsh, goes up for a two-hand jam. That's 11 for Marsh and a 12-point lead for the Hawks. Defense turning that into offense. Timeout called by the Beavers. 9:05 to go. Hawks on spurt. They lead at 53-41.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
.05 to go here from Hutchinson Gym. Beavers trailing by 12. And Zach, we talked about the balance on the Consumnes Rivers Hawks. They've got Johnson has had a good game with 17, but we've seen everybody contributing to the game for the Hawks in different ways.
Yeah, no, they really are. And they play good team defense, and they team rebound really well, and they share it. And those are all the makings of a balanced attack that's going on.
Soto leaves it for Manfredi, 10 on the shot clock. He goes against Jake Williams, and Jake's going to get called for the foul. That's one of the few times we've seen Jake Williams out of position playing defense on the post.
Yeah, they have a lot of big bodies, and they slide, especially Williams and Marsh. They're big bodies, and they slide their feet well.
Manfredi goes to the line. We talked about the one-on-one situation for the rest of the game for the Beavers. Manfredi hits the first one. Witherell Bass getting ready to come in. Manfredi with 15 now. Averages just under 18 points a game in conference play. Just under 17 overall. Makes both free throws.
These are huge possessions coming up for the Beavers. You got to get this within, goes without say, within 10, but you got to get it within striking distance here, probably by 5 or 6 minutes. With the way Consumnes is playing, it could get out of hand.
Johnson Goes inside against Sayer, puts it up, and I think he's going to get the foul on Micah Johnston, reaching in and grabbing the arm.
And he's been getting whatever he wants this half, really.
It's strange the way they've gone ahead and just kind of unanimously decided that he's going to be our guy, and he's going to go on there, and he's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, I really think when they went to that spread dribble drive offense, they just gave their guards a bunch of space, and he's been the one who's like, all right, I'll go.
Yeah. He didn't have 20 points against Delta on the 4th of February. Had 18 against Folsom Lake on the 31st of January. So he's had some good scoring nights, but just averaging about 7.5. Back up to 12 for the Hawks as Manfredi controls. Florence around Marsh, goes inside. Defensive pass, nice, gets it into Sayer. Somehow gets it through to Dylan Sayer, and he picks up his first 2 of the game.
And American River back to man, looks like.
So back to 10 points. Be 8 minutes to go very soon. Unachukwu at 6'8", sets a pretty good screen up top for his guards. He goes down back on the post. Marsh defended by Florence. Haynes already has a 3, works it inside, gets it back to Johnson. He'll take the 3, and he'll, off the rim, run down by Manfredi. Here come the Beavers.
An important stop there for the Beavers.
Florence with the 3. It's good. Jacob Florence. He's got 12 on 4 threes. We saw him do this against Sierra when he had 9 on 3 threes. A big one right there, pulls it to within 7.
You got to defend the dribble. Got to defend your yard here.
Haynes working off the screen. Leaves it for Johnson. Against Johnston. Goes inside. Nice help for Sayer. Unachukwu goes up top with the right arm. No good. He comes down on a player who's already on the ground. Hopefully everybody's okay. Manfredi went down after the contact, and we're going to have a, no, it says 1-1. Is that the 7th team foul or the 6th team foul? So just 6 team foul, so it should be just inbound for Unachukwu. So it'll be inbound underneath as soon as the referee's done talking to the Beavers coach, Mark Georgie.
What was the 6th foul?
6th team foul, so the next foul will be 1-1. And Freddie's 3rd personal foul. Again, after we watch these games, Zach, it's amazing that the post players, any of them make it through the game without fouling out. It's incredible. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson against Johnston. Goes inside, tries to get through everybody. Can't do it. Does he get his own rebound? No, Beavers poke it away, and Sayer has it. Good play by Dylan Sayer to get that one. And here comes Micah Johnston. Feed inside to Sayer. Goes up with that left hand. No good. And Manfredi tries for the rebound and can't get it. What a nice pass by Johnston. Sayer's try just goes off the rim. Quickly, here come the Hawks. That's going to be an offensive foul on Kason Johnson that time.
And going back to that layup, Sayer lays it up, and the guy tries to block it, and it shakes he hits the backboard.
If he hit the backboard,
and it shakes the whole backboard.
That's goaltending.
But he didn't hit the ball, he just hit the hoop.
But it doesn't matter if you hit the backboard and it mixes the rim out, that's goaltending.
I thought it did,
yeah.
But I guess the ball doesn't lie because they get another stop. And
there you go.
Beavers need to start converting stops into scores here.
Here comes Jake Williams back in, and Unachukwu, who looked like he was still a little injured from that collision. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Tell me if you feel the same way, too. It's a 7-point game, but it almost kind of feels like Consumnes should be up by more.
Yeah.
So I think the American River has a chance here to make it a game.
Well, we haven't seen the fluidity in the American River offense we've seen on other days. Johnston goes underneath, tries to get it to go. It does not go, and it's pulled down by Withrow Bass, who's going to go out coast to coast, and he loses the ball trying to bring it up for the shot. Sayer, good job getting in the way down there. It just doesn't seem, and some of that credit has to go to the Hawks, obviously, but it doesn't seem the fluidity of the offense is there.
Right.
No back cuts, no backdoor cuts, which has been a staple of their offense all season.
And I think you can put a lot of that on Consumnes River's offense. They're big, or defense, excuse me. They're big, they're strong, they're
Soto
quick.
gets a shot, and it's blocked beautifully by Johnson. He goes to the lane, and Soto comes back and knocks it off, and he's trying to say he knocked it off Johnson, but Soto rises up for the three, and Johnson is right there for the block. And with 6:03 to go, it'll be an inbound for the Hawks under their own basket. "19 points for Kason Johnson to lead all scorers. Manfredi has 16 for the Beavers. And the Hawks are going to take a timeout. 6:03 to go from Hutchison Gym. Beavers down by 7.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Just 6:03 to go in this one. It'll be the Hawks inbounding under their own basket. They lead at 55-48. Mark the Phantom Lowe along with Zach Lowe. Riley the engineer running the pictures. And we will get it keyed in by Kason Johnson. And Jake Williams controls against Manfredi. Here's Haynes using the screen. Soto defending. Johnston is now on Johnson, and Marsh feeds it inside. Sayer defending against Withrow Bass. He bullies his way in, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, still can't get it to go, and finally gets called. He'll go to the line for 2. He had some really point-blank looks there and couldn't get it to go. Sayer called for the foul. And Withrow Bass will go to the line. The former American River College Beaver has scored 5 points in this one and been very active on the boards. 6'6" sophomore out of Fairfield. First one back rim to no good. Hawks coach taking the time when this guy's shooting a free throw to complain about something to the ref.
Something being said on American River's bench, I think, while he's shooting his free throws.
Oh, there you go.
American River needs good possession here.
Down by 8. Johnston almost loses it, picks it up. Feeds Manfredi. Spin move, and he got a foul grab on Kobe Withrow Bass.
The line again.
And that will be the 10th team foul, which means 2 shots.
It's no rocket science to say that they had to make it a game, but around 8 minutes, I said they got to get it around 6, 7, or 8. So probably need 2 free throws here with 5 minutes left, and then six points in 5 minutes is nothing. 2 possessions.
And Freddie was 17, all 5 of his points in the second half from the line, as he is going to be tired after this one's over.
Yeah.
All the post guys will be.
If you're American River, I'd put Micah Johnson right on Johnson. And I would try to take him away as best as I could.
Chukwu, good to see that he's back in the game. Good to see he's healthy. Withrow Bass comes out. That was Kobe's 3rd foul.
And I think that is what they're doing. He's been on the last few possessions, but I think that's probably the best matchup for the Beavers if they want to take him away. He's been hot in this second half. He needs stops desperately.
15 points for him in the second half, 19 for the game. Williams driving on Sayer. He's got a little strength on him. He'll go strong and bully him to the basket. Just 7 points for Williams. But he just, I think, sensed a kind of a size mismatch that time and took advantage.
That set was for him. They ran a post-on-post pick and roll.
Manfredi tries to go up, and it's blocked and off of Manfredi. And Chukwu with the block. 5:01 to go. Sayer comes out. Billings comes back in. And it's an 8-point lead for the Hawks. Billings now is on Williams. He's not as much as actually, they're going to go back to the zone, it looks like. Hawks swinging around. We're under 5 minutes. There's Marsh with the jump shot, and it's good. Marsh has 13.
Beautiful little push shot.
10-point advantage, 4.5 to go. Soto tries to go back door. Hawks are right there. Johnson defending him. Johnson pulls up 15-footer off the rim, no good, and Nachukwa pulls it down. He averages 8 rebounds a game.
They're fine, taking the air out of the ball now. 10 points, 4 minutes left.
15 on the shot clock. 4:06 on the game clock. Down to 10, like you say, in no hurry. Johnson with the ball. Haynes finds Johnson. Williams from the corner for 3, and it's good. Big shot for Jake Williams, and that's going to necessitate a timeout for Mark Georgie and the Beavers. 3:53 to go in this one, 63-50 Hawks.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
3:53 to go in this one. Beavers will inbound it. They're down 13, 63-50, and I don't think it takes incredible analysis to tell they need to score and stop the other team.
Yeah,
at an alarmingly high rate.
Need your best play now.
Looking for Soto, has to get it to Billings. Billings working against Jake Williams, goes up strong. Chukwa goes up and halfway to the basket, knocked it out of play. I would say that would be goaltending, but I don't think the ball was going to get to the basket anyway.
I have no idea.
So I just, call it a block and we'll go from there.
He almost probably could have just caught it.
He almost swallowed it, yeah.
Hands up! Hey, he's going to you. Hey, chase it. They're going to throw it over the top. Go get it. Go get it.
Rescreen, there it is.
Johnson up top with it. Under 15 on the shot clock, though. Only 3.5 to go in the game. Trying to get it to Soto. It's going to be Manfredi. 17-foot jumpers off the rim and no good, and Williams is right there for the rebound.
If you're American River, you probably got to up your tempo a little bit, try to go get a turnover. I don't know if there's enough possessions.
3:15 to go in this one, and as you said before, the Hawks willing to take the air out of the ball. 15 on the shot clock as Haynes drives in. Williams has just hit a 3, leaves it for Johnson. Down the lane, puts it up, no good.
Got to go.
Good defense by Johnson, and here's Manfredi, and he's mugged by Haynes. Gets away, the ball goes to Soto in the corner, lets it go in and out. Johnson tries to get the rebound, and Chukwa pulls it down. So they've worked all this time to get Soto an open shot. Right on target, in and out. And now we're under 3.
Just one of those games shooting in this kind of stalled out here the last 4 minutes.
Williams with it against Billings. Turnaround, feeds it to Unachukwa. He looks like he traveled, but he got it back out to Johnson, and he nails the 3. Johnson pretty much the story of the second half. He has 22 points in the game. And it's 66-50.
Incredible shot, too. Timely.
Manfredi not about going for 3. He's going to go inside. Fall away again, and this time he scores it. 20 for Manfredi. Beavers down 14, under 2 to go.
The Beavers got to get a turnover here. Got to up the pressure a little bit.
Going to be down under a minute and a half to go, though, when the shot clock goes off. Haynes dishes it off. A lot of hands on the ball, ends up in the hands of Manfredi. 1.5 minutes to go. Manfredi around Williams, goes strong, gets it up, no good, and rebounded by Mason Marsh. Time running out on the Beavers, a reach foul on Manfredi, and that will send Haynes to the line for a 1-and-1. And Zach, we do a little premature analysis here, but you talk about the Beavers, not as fluid like we said, and the shot's not falling. But I think a lot of the credit for this one has to go to the Hawks defensively and Johnson, especially offensively in the second half.
I completely agree with you. I think they're being physical. They're being physical to where the refs allow it. Their length is giving the Beavers a lot of fits. We saw Marsh giving Soto fits, especially, and then they switched. They spread out the Beavers. They said, "Look, we're going to beat you off the bounce. I don't think you guys can stop us one-on-one." And they got a few after 2 or 3 drives. The sea parted, and then you go down the stretch. You're up 6 after those free throws with about 5 minutes left.
Yeah, 56-50, yeah.
And you just start making timely shots.
12-2 run since that time, yeah.
You start making timely shots and stuff starts working.
Gonzalez in for Micah Johnson. Manfredi's going to let a 3 fly, no good. And Williams with another one of his rebounds. Got to be approaching double digits. He averages 6.5, but he's got to have more than that in this one. Under a minute to go. Haynes with the pass to the corner. Marshall take the 3 from well beyond the arc. No good, a nice rebound by Florence. Manfredi works the baseline, puts it up for the right-handed jam for 2 points. Manfredi with 22. .24 to go. Shot clock is off as ordered by the referee. They did a good job keeping this one civil, I think, the referees. I think they did a good job. And that'll run the clock out. Beavers are just going to let Mason Marsh hold on to it, and that will be the end. The Beavers will fall to 7-6 in conference and 11-14 overall. The Hawks will go to 17-9 and 8-6 overall. Our final today, the Hawks 68 and the Beavers 54. We will be back here next Tuesday for the final doubleheader when the Beavers take on Folsom Lake College, the Falcons. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Zach Lowe, for Riley the Engineer, we say thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.